Hello everyone to the D&D stream if you're joining us. Everyone who's in the party, we are streaming now.
Oh, come on, you gotta give a countdown so I can shoot something filthy right at the...
No, always a surprise.
It's no fun otherwise.
No, not at all. Alright, let's see if I can get this full screen so you guys can see this. Maybe? Maybe? I'm hearing myself double. Let's try that. Boom. Alright, now you can see me. Anyone know where Grok is and if he's available? Dark Leaper, you want to give him a holler?
I'll do my best.
Perfect. Alrighty. Do you guys remember where we left off?
In an alleyway.
You were in an alleyway.
Giant alleyway, that is.
Yeah, the buildings are quite tall. Most of them look like they're for large critters, so you don't feel like super out of place, but you also can tell that there are other tiers to this city, and the buildings are a lot bigger the taller you go up. So, Dark Leaper feels somewhat at home down here. You guys feel a little small. Miku feels like a mouse. He's exactly the size he's always wanted to be.
You can always go smaller.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, what do you guys want to do? What's the plan? It's snowing. You have about 20-foot visibility in any direction. There's like a good 3 inches of snow on the ground. And it's definitely going up. It's also like, I think like 5:30 in the morning. Because you guys went to bed super early. Yep.
Well, if Fia's owl is gonna give us, was ever gonna chime in and give us directions, maybe, you know. Now might be
Now might be the time.
I can talk to
Unfortunately,
animals, so
do
I
we
can just cast that
see-
on myself
it would seem that the animals...
if we need to.
Why would Fia know the directions?
Well, your animal would know how to get back to you.
Funny enough, you guys can't talk, so
Right.
or sadly, you guys can't talk.
Are there any
Yeah.
Goliaths
What?
in the street?
Are there what?
Any Goliaths in the street? Just off the alleyway?
You can walk out that way and take a look around if you'd like. But within 20 feet of you, you do not see any of them going about. Oh boy.
So, I was thinking I could find a Goliath and get him to lead me to Grumdor's house, possibly. Because I kind of fit in here.
Do we then just wait in the
Just
sewer?
hide. I don't think we go back to the sewer.
Or
If we can
where do
find
we stay?
like a deeper corner or something to hide in, like I'm kind of sneaky. I think Olay's pretty sneaky. Miku could probably
Yeah.
sneak around. Robot, not so sneaky, unfortunately.
Very much no.
So yeah, I think we just need to like find a deeper hole to hide in the meantime, until we like isolate an actual plan. Besides, okay, we're here now. What do we do?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Is the alley we're in like does it seem like a place where people walk around regularly? You said there's snow on the ground. Are there any tracks?
Um. So did you walk out of ways, or are you with
No.
you're with the group?
So we're still in the alley.
You don't really see anything. You assume no one's really been, at least in this alleyway, no one's been out since the snow's fallen. Pretty safe bet.
I mean, if it's early, we might be able to like make it pretty far before people wake up too.
Yeah, but where are we going?
I say you lead and we follow, because if somebody sees you first, then we can hide. You look normal here.
Right. We can't. We can only see 20 feet, so we can assume that others can only see 20 feet. So if you walk about like 15 behind me, as soon as I see someone, I greet them. You guys can like drop back. Maybe.
Like you said though, problem is where are we going? This was as much of a nowhere to go as we had, unless we want to go to that big place in the middle of the city. Like I guess kill whoever's there. There's a lot of buildings that our little gnome prim could be in.
We don't even, arguably, we don't even know about the big thing because all we can see is close to us, right?
True, yeah. I mean, we might have seen it peeking through the snow and the clouds or whatever, but I don't know. That's a good point. What's the scale on the map we're looking at right now? Like, how wide is that street we're in?
30 feet. Like, well, it's probably even bigger than that. It's probably like a 50-foot alleyway. The, like, small gaps between buildings is about 10 feet.
Okay.
Man, I am...
Well, that's a place for us to hang out. If we need to. Any idea of where we're headed to, or...?
Sorry, my internet's
signs
chopping up.
Of any kind on the building? Like, are the buildings near us residential, or are they, like, stores?
Some of them are residential. You've got a little shop that this triangle's pointed to. This like smaller rectangle looks like a shop, but it's closed up. All the like wood shutters are closed. It's got like a stone fist holding like looks kind of like an Olympic torch. Seems like the sign, but you don't see any like words or anything on it.
Well, do we just explore and see what happens?
Not in a giant city. Not just explore. I'm trying to find something to help us sneak around, but I don't have very many spells left after spending them all on the temperature stuff, so we can survive here without.
Fair enough.
So I'm kind of lackluster right now. I don't really have a whole lot of options for us. I have like 1 or 2 second level spells and a bunch of 0 level spells. So.
Didn't you just rest? Or is that just what you have access to?
No, I rested in order to recuperate the spells so I could cast the temperature, whatever it is, resist element or whatever. But it burned up 5 or 6 of my, pretty much all of my first level slots, so all of those are gone.
Gotcha.
But
how do we feel about me entering this shop and you guys staying outside, seeing if I can glean any information?
Sure.
oh yeah, no, 100%.
I mean, it doesn't look like it's open though, right? Are
Correct.
we just breaking in, or?
I don't know.
That would be what I'm assuming.
So it's closed.
Yeah.
Well, it's still
Like,
pretty early in the morning.
Shutters are
The
shutters are shut. The door is closed.
So
It's definitely not open for business.
Like, we might be able to get pretty far throughout the city, as it is pretty early and people aren't out and about on the streets.
hmm
But we don't know where we're headed whatsoever. Now that we're in like the middle of the Death Star, basically. Like, we don't even have like a coordinates to whatever we're looking for, and there is no owl around. Correct? Like, perception hasn't gotten us.
No.
any
She
assistance from that.
once you went through the portal, she kind of lost you.
oh, cool.
Mm.
Mm,
All right,
You
so
did-
That's not even an option.
You did not bring the owl in the portal with you.
Scrying, locate person, or any other, like, those are higher level magic spells that I've heard of.
Ile, Miku, and Sho give me a listen check.
Uh, 20, dirty,
Is that a nat 20?
dirty. Just not a clean 20.
Okay.
I only got a 14.
Miku, what'd you get? Well, the 20, you hear the soft crunch of snow by some feet going by on the other side of the building towards the like big road.
Okay.
You're kind of like watching that alleyway to see like waiting for like figures to walk by. You don't see any, but the footsteps don't sound big.
We should get into one of these little crevices.
And
in
it's-
the
yeah.
between houses.
And it's like kind of far out. It's a good like 40-50 feet away.
While we're kind of isolating, it looks like, so like if we, oh boy, it's hard to tell which way this thing is pointing. So if the triangle is pointing at the house, then
Assuming the house is down. The stop is short. Whoa, store is pointing down.
That one is the store.
yeah. So
Oh.
okay, so I want to go to the left of that house into that little like 10-foot alleyway there. Like towards the bigger wall though. Like that's where I'm headed.
This one?
Yeah, having heard that, I'm like, hey, let's get into a little private area so we can
You guys are hiding in the
find
the alleyway?
and-
Yep.
Probably
Yeah.
facing out.
Actively
Yeah.
be the last one in.
Okay.
Nice,
for the sake
appreciate you.
of-
Okay.
We don't have anything to like shroud us in here, do we? Anyone? I do not.
Talking to the wrong guy.
No.
Mm-mm.
Miku, what'd you end up rolling?
23.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, Miku, you also hear the footsteps. They don't sound very big. Like they're definitely bigger than most of the people in the party. But you do hear them like, yeah, you do hear them kind of like making their way as they go past. And then you kind of lose the sound of them.
Are we just gonna wait here until the store opens and?
Yeah, what's your guys' plan?
Would prefer to not.
You guys can go back down into the tunnel, you can move around, you could break into somewhere, you can look around in between the alleyways.
Definitely take advantage of shutters being shut. We need to move. I mean, we have no sense of direction, though. That's the problem. Is we're kind of like blind in this whole situation. So I guess we need to find some way of figuring out where we need to go, but
Show, you said heard footsteps. Were they big or small?
I think he disconnected, actually. Miku will tell you that he also heard the footsteps, and they weren't any bigger than yours.
I'm gonna walk out into the alleyway.
Okay. What color would you like?
Brown? I don't know.
Okay. Brown's probably gonna look real bad on here. How about a blue?
Okay. Yeah, go for it. Certainly not a strong preference.
Cool. Are you gonna go into the main road?
Where did they say they heard the footsteps from? In the main road?
Yeah, walking like this. Walking towards the corner.
Yeah. Not like aggressively, but just like walking out casually.
Okay. As you walk out, you do see you see two familiar shapes of people that are much larger than human. Just casually walking down this street. It looks like they're slightly turning to kind of go around this bend as they go to the other side.
I would like to run up to them.
Sure. Catch up to them. Do you shout out to them or anything, or do you just run up till they turn around?
As I run up to them, can I tell if they're particularly young or older? Anyway.
They're probably just a little bit older than you used to be.
Okay.
Pre anti-Fountain of Youth.
Okay. I'm gonna run up to them like, whoa, slow down there, youngsters. You wouldn't happen to know where Grumdor lives, would you?
You turn around, and holy shit, these are the first Goliaths you've seen in years. One of them is very familiar. One of them is Boulderbron, your cousin, from your old clan. He's perplexed. He swears to God he recognizes you, but it's just that face of just like, can I help? Can I help you, Elder?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
That's not.
You look just like someone in my family.
Young man, it's rude to ask questions like that. I come from here. Same as
Are you throwing your voice? Can I get a bluff?
Sure. Why not?
With advantage because he's old.
12.
Makeup's real.
Yeah.
He's not persuaded, nor is he thrown off by it. He's pretty neutral he's just like, alright. He does he kind of reaches out his hand towards you, but in a very gentle, non-threatening kind of way. And, takes a step closer towards you, gets a better look at you, and just kind of goes to caress your face, but also just turn your head to look at the neck tattoos that you have. And then he asks you what clan you're from. Because you've got like big, bold tattoos, right?
Big and bold enough that they're clearly noticeable, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Fortunately.
What clan are you from? Where's your home? We can talk while we walk.
It's not my home I need to go to. I need to find Grumdor. I have a message for him.
Why on earth would you want to talk to him?
Well, I don't want to. I need to.
I don't understand. Maybe you should talk to the clan leader here. It's very unorthodox for us Goliath to talk to the ogre.
Of course.
Especially one of those.
I know.
Can I get a bluff?
Clan leader. Okay. 15.
Okay. He buys it. He's assuming you're just old and a little senile, maybe.
Yeah.
So you're
And senile, thank you.
right. So you're asking. You're like 60-ish. People can start losing it.
Yeah.
So you're asking for Grumdor. He's telling you that like they're not really ones to show you to Grumdor, and that's kind of like circumventing the like hierarchical structure of this place. It's a very odd request.
Right.
And like if you need to go talk to him, like it can't be so important that you couldn't talk to like the leader of the Goliath here. Come, old man, come inside. It's much too cold for you out here. It's much too cold for you out here.
Sure, you wouldn't happen to have a blanket or a coat, would you? Furs.
You do have furs on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Like
Okay. Yes, of course. The house is just around the corner. We'll bring you there. We'll warm you up. We'll start a fire. Do you follow them? Or do you like go with them willingly? Alright.
Yeah.
The rest of the party, Dark Leaper's gonna be gone for a while. So think about how long you wait until you're like, and then what you're gonna do once you don't hear from him for like minutes.
Yeah. Yep.
Sorry about that.
So you're gonna be walking to the house. Fia, going off of the messages from before. So he walks you through that process, and he's gonna kind of coach you through it until you can kind of like, even just using like prestidigitation to create a fire to like augment it in the way that he needs you to. Which would take you like several hours before you finally get it, and it is infuriating that you can't get this. It's also just emotionally taxing to like have to think about that sort of thing over and over again, just to get to that like that mind state to be able to summon this thing. You do eventually get it though, and he'll tell you that like you need to practice this because I need you to do this for an extended period of time so that I'm freed up to do other things at the same time. We'll both still be in the lab here, but like I need you to do this. And if you fail, we could both get hurt or die.
Oh, good.
So I need you to practice this.
For the sake of like play, do you want me to actually figure out what Fia is thinking about, or
Sure.
is it okay if I don't have a good idea?
Let me think about it, because it can definitely be relevant later on. But I don't need an answer right now, either.
Okay.
Just something to think about. Helps with the character arc and all that good stuff. Dark Leaper, you are led to pretty humble, like, stone abode. It is built out of the wall. Brought to, say, this place. So you're brought over there. They let you in, and it's like what you would imagine like a medieval log house to look like on the inside. There's just like dark oak everything. There's a pelt on the floor, big wood table made out of sticks jammed inside of each other. There's a fireplace, but it's just like embers right now. There's nothing like ripping and roaring yet. Smells pretty clean, a little musky, a little like winter, maybe a little like smoky, like meat was cooked earlier in the day. You come in, there's 3 other Goliaths in the room. One of them is sitting down. One of them is kind of just like pacing and like thinking out loud about something, and the other is in like a kitchen area preparing some kind of food. You're brought in. This one, older Braun, brings you in, sits you down at the table with the other Goliath, and looks around, walks over to a chair, grabs some furs that are on the chair, and just kind of like throws it over your shoulders, gets you warmed up a little bit, and he sits down at the table too. You kind of lose your breath for a second when you look across the table. It is a person you have not seen in a very long time. Someone maybe you had missed at various times while you've been gone. It is your little brother. He's only like a couple of years younger than you. But there he is sitting across the table. Looking behind you, the guy in the kitchen's another person from your clan. And it seems like everyone in this building is somewhat familiar to you, even though you've changed a bit. You there? Did we lose him? Are you there?
I'm here.
Oh, can you hear me? You can't hear me?
Once they give me blankets, I
Okay.
try to like casually cover up, like the tattoos, the skin marks.
Okay. They're gonna ask like, what is your name? Which building are you from?
I can't remember my name nor my building.
Brother, please, this is no time to joke.
I don't joke.
What are you doing wandering around outside, talking about wanting to discuss some secrets with the ogres? You know we've come a long way to bring some of the clan here. It would be foolish for one of us to jeopardize that now.
Of course. Just Grumdar took something from me. A companion of sorts.
Your woman?
I'm worried about it.
Your dog?
A little gnome. I was just keeping her around for entertainment.
I'm gonna call you Fluffy, since you don't have a name. Fluffy, you didn't have a gnome. Are you feeling okay? Do you have a fever? There are no gnomes here. Give me a spot check, Dark Leaper.
Ooh. 20.
You do see, so this is not your brother talking to you, but you do see your little brother kind of like, when he says that, he kind of just like shifts awkwardly to the other side, after he says that. There are no gnomes here. Your mind is playing tricks. You not had water? When's the last time you've eaten? Just kind of like waves over to the other guy in the kitchen. He kind of like stops what he's doing, goes out, pulls some other things out, starts chopping stuff up, gets some pots together, brings one over to the fire, starts poking around in the fire. The one who's pacing is like, okay, throw some wood on the fire to get the fire going.
I would like to just walk over and sit down next to my little brother and just like
Shit.
you wouldn't happen to have heard of any gnomes, would you? Just quietly, not for anybody else to hear.
Yeah. Funny that you should bring up gnomes. I did see one recently. Saw one while I was bringing something to one of the clouds, and does Dark Leaper ring a bell to you at all? Minecraft villager sound.
Sounds familiar, but can't quite place the name.
Give me a bluff.
Where do these clouds live within the city?
They're all over. Mostly in the upper tiers. But a few will be walking around every now and then through here.
This specific one? Or was it?
Udrus, the collector. He lives in his own compound. The other side of Kaldur.
Very well.
Your little brother feels like he's seeing a ghost, and he's just like trying to contemplate like what's going on, where he's just like, you look just like my older brother, but old. Like, what the fuck? And he doesn't recognize you. At the same time, because you didn't come here with him. They're gonna like double down and ask you like, where do you live? When did you come to Kaldur, Vega?
I'm going to lean in to the little bro, and I'm gonna whisper to him. It's me, but I need your help on this.
Me? Dark Leaper?
Follow my lead.
What? I mean, how did you get here? Where have you
I've
been?
wandering for decades. I don't quite remember when I got here.
It's
I don't.
it's
maybe
only
not
been
my
a
house?
it's been, a long time, but it has not been decades. It can't be. You look like an old man. You look like an old man.
I'm gonna try to run out of the house.
You're just gonna bolt?
Yep.
Okay. So you just stand up abruptly from the table and leap over the bench and then just make a mad dash for the door.
And right before I do, I say, "Thank you for everything. I'll be back." And I just run. Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna be like, wait, no, don't leave. And then the two near the fire that started cooking things are just gonna kind of be like, wait, what the fuck? You hear some firewood drop. The other one at the table also stands up abruptly and is just like, yo, what the fuck? You make it to the door, swing open the door. No one's outside. You do see the footprints of where you were.
Mm-hmm.
I assume you're running back to the group? Okay. So you follow your... Go ahead. What were we saying?
Nothing.
Okay. Jesus. My internet keeps cutting out. You run back. You see that your footprints go here. You also see the alleyway. You decide to just go down the same way you came. Following your footprints. You guys... what are you doing in the interim before he gets here? You don't know he's coming back. You're muted.
Waiting around, I guess? I don't know. Seems
I'm-
kind of weird to let him leave and then ditch him.
Yeah, it's planning and questioning time. I'm straight up asking the magic users, do you have invisibility? Do you have flight? Do you have a way to destroy metal? I have a plan, but it's not a good one, and it will kill people. So let's not use that one. What do you have? I can tell you my plan if you want.
Miku can make people invisible.
Visibility. I can definitely. I can change. I can use alter self or alter image, whatever, and I can take the form of at least a Goliath. So, if
Cool.
need be, I can do that.
Might be worth
but-
doing, just so we have another person who's big and can. You're good at talking,
Yeah.
right?
Good enough.
Better than me. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember
That's-
Miku having the ability to shatter, and I'm thinking if we go back down the sewer, go to those big chains that we saw that are holding this place up, and then just go to town, we might be able to break an anchor.
Why would we do that?
Because that's the
I don't
only
think
thing.
we're trying to break down the city.
We're gonna find her one way or another, right? One way being alive, one way being the rebel.
Nah. What?
That's why I'm saying if there's any other plan, I don't have an idea of what to do.
So yeah. All right, cool. All right. I still have Grom's head too, or Grumdor's head.
Let's not bring that out unless we need to.
No, I know. I'm just saying, also the alter self only lasts for 10 minutes per level, and I'm only a first level caster right now, so
Okay.
It's kind of like a last-ditch effort.
Dark
Well, that
Leaper.
might be a good idea for Dark Leaper to be in front, you to be behind him, so if you need to, you can like flicker, but then us behind you, so it puts us a little bit more
Yeah.
away from hopefully danger, you know?
Dark Leaper,
Right.
can you message Grok? See if he's coming. Thanks. Miku,
But I mean, for now, I guess let's just stay here. See what... Wait.
Stay, get ready, hunker down behind some giant barrels, whatever, you know.
Yeah.
are you guys looking for a place to hide other than just like cowering in the alley?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, there's like this little nook behind the building here. You can kind of like stay back in. The thing is you can't see anything that's going to be coming down the alley before it comes down the alley. And you're going to lose sight of the hole that you came out of.
Hopefully I don't have to go back to the hole.
Kind of like back against the wall here.
I mean,
Hmm.
we're pretty good in where we are now, especially because it's that early. So I mean,
Dark Leaper comes running in.
Yeah.
hello.
Yeah. What's happening?
Not much. Get out.
Oh, nothing.
You know,
You were gone
Uh,
for a hot minute. I thought you went to go out and look real quick, like.
yeah. Talk to some guys. No biggie. Do that all the time.
Aren't you looking for those?
You know, anybody who might help. I think I figured out where Fia might be.
Where's that?
Okay.
All right.
From what I gathered, she's at the other side of town on the higher levels with a guy called the Collector. No clue what that means. But
Great.
it's a starting point.
Super
the-
good. Super
is-
good things are happening.
Is this collector a different person than we were looking for before? Or the same?
We weren't looking for anybody because we were looking for Grumdar.
Right.
Mhm.
Grumdar's who I was referring to.
Grumdor's head is in Elay's bag.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay, well, if we have an address, we should probably start going.
Where to?
Not an address per se, just a direction.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Not your fault. That's
You gotta be suspicious. Had to get out of there, you know.
we got to we have a point in the woods at where our quarry is. Okay. Let's get out of this. What time is it? Still early, I believe.
Yeah, like 6:30.
The sooner we find this place, the better. We should get going.
Sounds good to me.
Strategy was you lead, Alay's behind you at distance so that we can keep an eye on him while we follow behind so that there's multiple layers of hopefully we can get out of there if we need to. Does that sound cool still?
Okay.
Awesome. Marching order.
Is anyone disguised? Is anyone invisible? Miku, are you hiding anywhere or are you staying out in the open?
I'm not hiding anywhere.
Okay.
I'm so small, so I don't think anyone will really see me. If they do, I can just hide in someone's shoe or something.
Hide between their
Literally
toes.
Just play a mushroom.
Right.
Right.
Just stay still. Real good.
Just like the T-Rex
miraculous
syndrome,
mushroom.
you know, from Jurassic Park.
Mhm.
Don't move, it can't see you. So
Oh boy.
For a second, instead of hide in someone's shoe, I heard find someone to shoot.
Oh.
A bit more aggressive, but hey,
Whoa!
Oh.
works for you.
Hey.
Hopefully
An
we don't
interesting
find someone.
tactic.
Miku's feeling a little aggressive today.
He's always aggressive. He's the most aggressive of all. The furious and the
Oh.
five, if you will.
Alright.
And we're off.
Is anyone disguised? Is anyone invisible?
I can. Well, how long does invisibility last?
Minute per level. With Miku, that's 7 minutes.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, let's hold invisibility until we possibly need it to hide or something.
Yeah.
Allay, your thing doesn't need to trigger until you need to trigger it, so
Right.
hold on to that.
I mean, Alay, you can just
Yep.
shape change into it.
Well, I can only grow 1 foot in every direction. Like, I don't think
That's
I can
enough.
reach the proper height. I could be like an,
You'll s-
I guess.
yeah, I mean,
A proper image of an adolescent. So
of a Goliath.
the only, I mean,
You've been living with
I
one.
think the only. Well, yeah, but he's the only one I've probably ever seen. I
Oh.
mean, admittedly.
You could just do like a homunculus thing where you just like take and scale him down a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could make him a smaller, young version of him, I guess.
Yeah.
Copy paste.
Maybe change up the tats a bit. Your own Goliath.
I can do that as well.
When
Alright,
you
so
ask-
I'll assume form of a young version of him.
Okay.
When you ask to copy someone's homework and they say, "Yeah, but change it a bit."
Right, yeah. Cite different sources. It's all good.
Yeah, right.
Alright. I can do that much.
Where are you guys heading?
We are following Big Boy.
Dark Leaper, are you going back to the house?
No. Yes.
You're gonna lead us into a trap. We don't know that. I'm just like actually saying that.
It might be, it might not be, who knows? They didn't. I mean, his own brother seemed very happy to see him.
I actually also
Yeah.
don't know in
What if-
character, so
It would make sense if you ran back to grab me, saying, "Hey, you know, like I forgot to check up on my grandson or something."
now you are your own grandpa bootstrap.
Yeah, and then he's gonna be like,
Right.
wait, you had a kid, and then that kid's already had a kid too?
Yeah,
It's
Or
been-
whatever.
It's been 12 years. How did that happen?
it's a paradox.
Got caught in a
Time is a
time loop.
fickle
I
thing,
mean,
my friend.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know, man.
That sounds like a difficult conversation.
Yeah, I'll take him back to the house though.
Okay. Are you jogging or just walking?
Just walking. No
Okay.
rush.
You guys get to the house, and as you come down this way, you do see a rather large figure, like just the shadow of one, but it is walking away from you. Footprints are much larger, very similar to the Ettins or the ogres that you have seen. Not any bigger than that, though.
How heavy is the snow, by the way? Like the snowfall?
It's about 4 inches deep now.
Is it like? Is it
The
like
snowfall?
covering our tracks behind us? Yeah, or is it like?
Yeah.
where it's like-
Um, You can barely see where Dark Leaper was, and there's really like no other tracks around. But there's also just like little snow drifts here and there because it's still windy here. Like things are moved around,
Okay,
and there's a decent amount of snowfall, so things will fill back up over time.
good to know. Good to know.
All right, you get to the house. Dark Leaper, do you knock? Do you just walk in?
I knock. I'm after all, gentlemen.
Clop, clop,
Just
clop,
dash
clop,
out of
clop,
the
clop.
You don't know that.
Creaks open the door a little bit, looks in, throws the door open. Now, what's the big idea, old man? Where's the... Who are all them? Where the... What the... What? Get inside! Get inside! And he just starts, like, pulling you all the fuck inside.
I go.
He almost closes the door, and Miku, you just kind of, like, dive into the doorway before he closes it on you.
It's like the Indiana Jones hat, sneaker in.
Yeah. Little feet, like, kicking as he's trying to dive through the air.
Yeah.
Alright, you're all inside. Same description as what I gave Dark Leaper earlier. Did you hear anything from Mathis?
I still have not.
Okay. Yeah, you guys are all inside. No. Listen, old man. What the fuck is going on here? This is very suspicious.
You told me there were no little folk.
Of course there are no little folk here. What
Who are these?
Did you bring them?
No.
Give me a bluff.
They're just here. Wait, what am I doing?
Give me a bluff.
Whoa.
No. What was it?
Pretty confident.
15.
15? Bullshit.
Alright.
Why are you bringing little people here? You know the rules.
Because Grumda brought one first. I'm here helping them just to get their person back. And they're out of here.
Why would you bring them here? To get their person back? What are you talking about? This is not your brother.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay. This is a guy who, like, you met in the street.
Person was taken from them. All they want is to get their person back. No one needs to know they were ever here.
Yeah, like, you can call her Guff. She has importance to us and nobody else.
Why was she taken? Sit down. Sit down.
I sit right where I was. It's like on the floor.
Just, just crisscross right there.
Yeah, I'm just like, alright, let's just fucking powwow.
They, like, hear the thump of you, like, aggressively sitting down. They just kind of, like, look at you and keep going towards the table and sit down at the table. There is plenty of room for you guys at this table.
I butt scoot over to the table. And sit down there.
Okay. Your brother now? Dark Leaper, where have you been? Who are these people?
Long story. These are the people I've been traveling with for the last while.
What? Why would you bring... How did you find this place? It took us years.
Entirely by accident, with the help of my friends.
I did it.
Is that a talking tree with stones in it?
Yeah,
Bip a boop.
just about.
What?
I don't get how it works either, I'll be honest.
What are your plans? There's so much to talk about. I've missed you. Where have you been?
Now you. We can talk about it soon.
When is soon?
Thing,
I've been waiting years, it seems.
little brother.
I didn't think I would see you again.
People are not safe in the city. You know they shouldn't be here. So we need to get our last companion, then get them out of here. Then we can talk.
I mean, you know this is dangerous.
Of course.
Like, if we're caught with you, or found harboring them, we will be exiled or put to death. And we have sacrificed so much just to get here. We left half of the clan behind. They didn't believe in this place, but I did. We did.
Where is the other half?
They're, well, I would think they're still out there, but they went north. Things had changed after you left. Not long after you left. We couldn't stay on our normal route, and there was a bit of a decision to make. About 4 years ago, big argument kind of came to a head. Where the clan should go and what our plans are long term. And about half of us, myself included, hoping to be part of a fabled promised land. I came across some ruins, some old ruins and mountains, just south of our normal route, and reading what was in there. Heard about this place. And I told the others, and I told what's his fucking name? Boulder Braun. And we talked to the others, and some told us we were idiots, and not to believe in these fairy tales. Hey, look at us, we're here. It was far east from the Aka range, the mountains, and went back to this ruin, and we found a symbol of sorts that pointed us. We held it and it would point in a direction. We followed that direction for several days, deeper into the mountains. Then we came across the Olsum Kiltor, old giant's town. There's no one's there anymore. It's very old.
Yeah.
And there was an ogre sitting there like he was waiting for us the whole time. His blue skin, bit of an asshole. Name was Grumdor.
Sure was.
Interesting.
He
The operative term.
he wrote some things in the stone where he was sitting, and large light opened up, walked into the light, came out the other side, high up in the clouds, right in front of this great citadel of stone. And we were welcomed in, joined other clans of Goliaths from Silic, Norkaln, and Tilgar Mountains. We've made a home here. We're a part of this greater project of giant kind.
And has it been the paradise they promised?
It's been good. Better than what we were facing. Don't know what happened to the rest of the clan as they went north, but better than what it could have been.
Is it?
Absolutely.
My fondest memories are climbing the mountains,
Of course.
running.
We still run and climb in the mountains. Your brother, Lightstrider, he's hunting all the time. He's one of the best in the whole town. They have him going far away places, the scouted places. Make sure don't ruin the secret of Kaldur. And we're only here for so long until the Great Migration is completed.
It's this great migration.
The king. Let me find the king's name. The King Skaldur. Him with the harbingers of the Great Veil. They have ancient scriptures from the cities of a country called Truvala, far over the oceans, and supposedly hold the key to this journey. But until then, we're but citizens for a better civilization of giant kind, brother. We're still Goliath. We still travel between mountain peak to mountain peak. Hunt for our own and our new, bigger family. We're here to start a better future for our people. You understand?
Of course, but... Yep. This is all good and well, but... And I want to hear more, I want to hear everything, but... I need to help these folk, and I don't want you to get in trouble for it. Just need your directions. Need us help save a gnome friend.
How did you get here? How...
Portal, Grumdor, showed us how.
And you arrived up at the Citadel. Grumdor showed
Not
you.
exactly. His
Lysian.
aim was inaccurate. He appeared in the street.
Very odd. He was very well trained.
Might have gotten old.
Quick. Well, your brother like pipes up. I will save you the trouble. You managed to get here. You should know there's really only one way in or out of Kaldur Vega. It's the same way you came. Thing is the way you were supposed to come. It's through the teleportal. Up on the top floor. Up tier. Right by the keep. I think I'm gonna make your brother Russian. They didn't expect to have to talk to him. Or talk as him this long. It's right by the keep.
Your voice has changed over the years.
Your face has made wrinkles all over. Have you been sitting in the sun with no oils?
Oh, the sun couldn't do that to me.
Brother, you need to moisturize. Brother, comrade.
I do. You know, it's hard to keep a daily facial routine when you're traveling all the time.
Yes,
Next
blood.
time we make it to the ocean, we'll get some sea mud for you, bud.
Blood does not work as well as you may think it does.
No.
Okay, so listen. I did see what you're describing as your little friend, yeah? And, with the cloud giant man. Very important person. Big deal, big in this whole society. And, I found a pendant, a locket. And, Craig, you're gonna have a shooting pain in your head as he says this. I found the locket and it's very strange. It floated in my hand. And, when we find strange things like this, we are supposed to take them to Udras, the collector. It's bit of a historian kind of person, researcher. And I took it to him after a hunt, and he let me in. Very nice, respectable guy. He's got lots of very nice things. Showed me around his place. Upstairs there was some cages with small folk in them, but not built. Takes me into this library, or not library. I look into library as we walk past, and desk of library was this little orange person. Very sharp features, wild hair, had an owl. It's your
How
friend.
do we get there? I don't want you to show us. I don't want you to get in trouble.
It is
Have the direction to go.
it's on the other side. The only way you go
Second level.
up to the levels are the corner towers. So you can either go from here, middle, or from here to top.
Okay.
Gotcha. So there's only one way up, right?
4. But yeah,
Okay. Oh, I see. It's like over
corner
the-
towers.
Like,
Yeah.
okay. Well, that's one way up. Are they-
Is my head still hurting? Just like I've been holding my head in my hands
Yeah.
this whole time.
You hear like wispy whisper in your head. Where you're listening to the story, you get this shooting pain in your head for a moment, and then this like weird whisper kind of wafts through your internal thoughts, and like you lost focus on what the hell they're talking about, and like all you can really do is like focus on this and just like this shooting pain in your head.
So it's migraine.
Pretty much. Prodigy. We look upon you as a harbinger of hope for our kind. The giants have something of ours. It's imperative that you get it back.
Okay. What? Like, and I'm saying this in my head, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. You think it. You don't get a reply. You're just stuck thinking like, what?
Right. And then I'm gonna say out loud, "What?"
People kind of like turn to you. Your machine need the water, oil, too cold.
Oil. I'm fat. Break down.
Alright, there, buddy.
What are the rest of you up to? How do you
Wait.
do? You have any
we just
questions?
button. And
Anything you guys want to talk about? Want to try and plan with them? Do you want to ask them for anything?
I'm not a tactician.
Are the ways up guarded?
Guarded from what? We have no enemies here.
Are people going to the wrong place? It seems like it's pretty segmented in this place, so
Yeah.
at least that's good to know.
Oh,
It seems
you're
like
you're allowed everywhere. You only live in one place. Not live in the top.
okay, but there's like shops on each level, right?
No shops. Just shops here.
Okay, just shops in the Low level. Gotcha. And then
Do you ask
like,
about like how their
40
societies
on top.
organized?
Yeah, just so I get a quick breakdown of like who we might be seeing as we move up.
Think of
down,
it.
Whatever.
Think of it as like a giant commune, or like a big Native American village kind of thing. Like there is a main leader.
Mhm.
There are, and because there's so many
And then there's, like,
different
people
races.
under him, and then those people under them, right?
Well, there's so many races here that each race has like a leader, and
Okay.
they convene dealing, like bringing up their own, like the Goliath leader brings up Goliath issues and tries to like make things better for them. So they have like kind of a republic in a very limited way.
Cool.
But then like the giants are definitely stratified where ogres and Goliaths live on the bottom, and they do the dirty work and the hard work. And then people above that are different. Also soldiers and whatnot, but the Goliaths and ogres on their own make up like 25% of the population here.
Okay. It's still early, right? How long has this chat been going?
It's probably 7:30 now.
People starting to mill about in the streets, or?
You'd have to open the door to look outside.
We can ask him.
Yeah, ask, and then like I'll pop out and creak the door open or whatever.
What day is it?
When is it busy? When are not people not out?
Friday.
A day by night.
We almost all sleep around the same time, except for a certain job.
Of course.
About 8 o'clock is when places start to open and people go back to their work.
Shit.
About your day, maybe you finish early, come back, enjoy some time here. Then he go to the portal about an hour.
I don't think it's in our best interest to make this a day mission. We'd probably want to post up here if possible until people fall asleep, and then hopefully have several hours to sneak around in our small form and get to where we're trying to go.
You can stay in the cellar.
Much appreciated.
Don't have many visitors.
It's okay. We'll
No.
get bedrolls or whatever.
Not go up.
Sure, not trying to. Guff is
Never.
probably still fine.
Never met us.
Don't even know your names.
Good.
But we see you.
No.
What? In France.
Cat.
This is not in my head, no?
No.
This is not memory thing.
Oh.
Should I delete these files?
Yeah. Should I refresh the page?
Right.
Like, I think I'm still broken, but okay. Sure.
So the plan is stay here? Is that what you guys are up to?
Yeah.
Probably in our best interest. I mean, like, throughout the day, I don't know if it's possible for us to, like, have our giant allies go get us some scrolls of Featherfall by chance? That seems useful up here.
We do not have such.
Nobody has that spell here?
What spell? What is the spell?
Featherfall. It
What
lets
is
you
it?
fall from great heights safely.
Why are you falling?
You telling me people don't fall off of this thing? I saw at least one person fall off.
We do not fall.
Oh, I seen one.
And Dark Leaper like subconsciously also leans back a little bit after the like pride of all the Goliaths just being like, you know,
This guy had
fall.
2 heads. I don't know if that counts as 1 or 2 people.
Ah.
Somebody fell.
They're clumsy.
You know what would have helped? Featherfall.
Listen. There is magic. There is magic here, but they are born with it. They have the magic within them. We are not that. We're not Cloud. We're not Storm. We're not any of them. Goliath.
Right, but you guys are like allowed to walk around here. Like we can't. So if you guys could go to the store, pick up a couple big old scrolls for us.
There's no store that sells scrolls here.
Heck, are there any people who would be able to do it for being nice in this commune?
The thing is like, there's no reason for a Goliath to buy really much of anything that's not like alcohol or just like a quick like luxury kind of a thing. There's almost no such thing as expendable income here. Like,
Okay, so
you do
that
your
kind of person's not allowed to buy this weapon, but the other people can.
There's no buying a weapon. It's you need a weapon, sure. Go to the armory, tell them you need a weapon so that you can do your job.
No magical armories though?
No.
Stinky.
Not for them at least.
You're thinking too much like a human.
Yeah, and you're thinking too much like a mercantile person in a coastal city. Like this is a commune where like everyone's an integral part of a thing, and they have just as much as they need. Except for like the highest up people, because they're doing their stuff.
How would I phrase this in a way so nobody has a library of spell books?
There is a library.
I mean, yeah, that's where we're going.
Okay. Well, shoot. While we're
bookstore.
there, we
We're
should
going to the
probably
bookstore.
rip out some pages.
So actually, this is the library right here. This is like a great monastery that kind of bridges across both tiers. It's a huge structure. This is kind of like the governmental building. It's where like the council meets, where the heads of the races meet to deliberate on things. And then Udras is here. Suspect Fia is.
Well, when it's nighttime, we can probably take the elevator closest to us, skirt along the side, and then zip on in. The big problem is how the hell do we get out of here? Because the TP is on the roof.
Yeah.
Which is going to be
We can get
extra
up there.
hard. We probably could, but using this thing in secrecy, it's probably guarded.
And you don't know what it looks like.
So you try.
True. Okay, so let's make that plan A. After we get our little friend, we'll go up to the top, see if we can zip down. If not, then how do we get down? Right?
Do we? Did we kill Gromdor, who has the portal thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he seems to have been trained in
Portal ring.
making them.
I mean, I still have the things necessary for it.
If it works
Right?
the same way in this direction.
I'm just
So I
thinking of a backup plan at this point then, because it seems like Craig can do it, and we have the key. But if there's like a bunch of people in that area trying to keep somebody from like using it, then what? We got a day to think about this, I think,
Well,
because I know we have some ability to fly. maybe some ability to feather fall, but there's several of us. I don't know if we have that.
How many could we do? Like, looking at everybody's abilities. How many could fly a feather fall?
It can
Absolutely
cast
not.
Featherfall, I think, twice. But I might have a sillier idea that would work. So
like
give me a
that.
second.
Okay.
Do your thing. I don't know.
I
If
gotta
I
go
gotta
to the
figure out
bathroom.
if it'll work.
I'll be
but
back.
Yeah, do we want to take a quick break? Grab water, go to the bathroom,
Gooch.
get snacks.
Most definitely, yeah.
Cool.
Soon, fam.
I'm gonna re-up on tea so I don't fall asleep.
Same.
Alright.
Mm-mm-mm.
When I come back, feel free to hit me up with any questions, any physics questions. Is this possible? Questions, all that good stuff.
And then, Miku, I don't know if you had any spells or anything, but you got more than I do.
Miku stands on top of one of the mighty chains forged by the gods themselves and touches one and casts Shatter. And suddenly,
It's a way down. That's all I'm saying.
yeah, no, I would literally, I would stop playing D&D if I got to be in the campaign where a mushroom person brought down the giant's sanctuary floating in the middle of the air via Shatter
That's the
of
best
one
story
of its
ever.
many chains.
Right.
That dude, you don't beat that. There's nothing.
I'd have to brush off my animator skills and like make that as glorious as I'm seeing in my brain right now.
Oh my gosh, a joint effort between you. Oh yes, do it. You
We
two,
can make it
you
happen.
two could come up with something so amazing. Like y'all get some art skills and do the art thing, and yeah. I mean, you already got the art skills, so just do it. Just do the thing.
Make it happen. I'm gonna BRB.
Oh, yeah. That'd be so good.